Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com, and I want to welcome you to another episode of The Mighty Few. This is episode 7 of season 2 of The Mighty Few, for those of you out there keeping score. And today, I want to talk to you all about how I started my first membership club. And when I say membership club, let me not be confusing here. I'm talking about reoccurring continuity. How I got started with my first one. That's what I want to talk to you about. So to talk to you about this, I got to give you a little context. We got to go all the way back to 2013. Back in 2012, I had written a book, and it was all about how to sell used books on Amazon. I'm talking about physical books here. And the reason I wrote that book is because from 2011 to 2012, those couple years, I had been selling a lot of physical books on Amazon, a lot of used books on Amazon. I was making a solid 5 figures a year doing that. All right. And I wanted to write a book about it. I heard about this KDP, Amazon KDP, and I wanted to write a book about what I'd been doing. So I wrote a book about it. And it didn't make as much money as I thought it was going to make. That's a story for another day. But long story short, it was a little disappointed with how much money the ebook was making. So I started driving some traffic with YouTube, with a YouTube channel. Started publishing a YouTube video once a week and driving traffic to my ebook. All right, and that improved traffic. What do you know? That got traffic up. And that was cool, but then I was unhappy because Amazon was taking 35% of everything I made, and it was a simple $4.99 ebook. It wasn't, the math wasn't mathing, So anyways, long story short, what I did was I decided at that time I was reading a book called Membership Sites That Make Money. All right. And it was by a guy named Perry Belcher. That's a book you can still find on Amazon. Little simple $2.99 ebook. And that's probably a story for another day. But I decided I was going to turn my my ebook that was about used book selling. I was going to take my ebook and I was going to turn it into a membership club. And the way I did it was I took every chapter of my ebook and I made that a module of my membership club. I added a video for each chapter. So for each module, I added a video to the chapter itself. Very easy to do, and that became the foundation for my membership club. Now, what was the membership club about? It was about making money on Amazon. Is what it was about. And how did I get traffic to the membership club? I used YouTube. I was pointing that traffic at Amazon, and I just switched to pointing traffic at my membership club instead. I'll tell you a funny story about it. The first 2 months that I was doing it, Big Dominus in the house. What's up, man? The first 2 months that I was doing it, I got no traffic whatsoever, like that I was aware of. I got no sales. I was too green to measure traffic. So I wasn't, back in 2013 when this was going on, I wasn't measuring traffic. I wasn't a smart enough marketer to measure traffic back then. But I wasn't getting any sales. I knew that. And I was getting some sales on my ebook on Amazon. So I was like, man, this isn't working. But it took me 2 months of not getting any sales on that membership club before I finally realized I needed, go through the checkout process like a customer would and see what they're experiencing. And I figured out, oh, wow, this isn't even working. The checkout wasn't even working. I didn't even have it set up right. Once I got that fixed, man, I started getting sales. Okay. So that was pretty cool. You might wonder, well, what was my first membership club? What did I have in there? What was it about? My first membership club was something I call a library model. And what I mean by a library model is basically every single month, you just put more and more content in there and it just builds up. And the older your membership club gets, like the more content that's in there for people to consume. Okay. That's what I call a library model. In my first membership club, I was putting 5 to 8 pieces of original exclusive content in there a month. That's what I was doing. Every single month, I put between 5 to 8 pieces of content in there. That would be anything from an interview with someone else selling on Amazon anything from a new special report, anything talking about anything to do with making money on Amazon. I was putting in my membership club, 5 to 8 new pieces of content a month. That's what I was doing. And it was pretty cool. I was driving traffic to that membership club with one video a week on YouTube. All right. And you might think, well, what was the YouTube videos about? It was basically a lesser version of what I was putting in the membership club, right? So on YouTube, I was talking about what? I was talking about what I was doing on Amazon. This is what I'm experiencing on Amazon. This is what I'm doing. And I talked about it on my YouTube channel once a week. All right. What was in the membership club? Basically a bigger, badder version of what was on my YouTube channel. Basically how to make money on Amazon. And that's what I was doing. Now you might wonder, well, what did the sales page look like on your membership club? Man, I didn't have a sales page on my membership club. My first membership club didn't even have a sales page. All the traffic was coming from YouTube, and like I had a video on the sales page because I figured, hey, they know me from YouTube, so they know me from video, so I'll put a video on there. I was like, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my my membership club. This is Adventures on the River, and this is where I basically teach you how to make money on Amazon. This is what I'm doing. And if you want to join my club, there's a little join button up there in the upper right hand corner. That's right. I didn't even have a sales button on my sales page. Okay. I had a little join now in the upper right hand corner. I mean, it's like I hit it or something. I didn't do it on purpose. I just didn't know what I was doing. There was a join now up there in the top right hand corner, and that's how people joined Adventures on the River. And by the time I closed down Adventures on the River, by the time I closed my first membership club, I had over 300 members, $14.97 a month. It was doing well. Why did I close it down? Man, that's a story for another day. But the point is, even without a buy button and without a sales page, that membership club was thriving. Why was it thriving? Because the whole thing was really just based on me talking about what I was actually doing, right? Now, whether that's successes, whether that's failures, I was speaking from a place of experience. I was speaking from a place of what's happening to me right now. This is what I got going on. That's what the whole thing was based around, right? And I'm telling you, even though this is 2025 and all this happened like over a decade ago, what is happening right now for you, your personal experiences, is in more demand now than it ever was. Because you know what? Back in 2013, there was a lot of people sharing their experiences. But today, there's a bunch of lazy people getting AI to do their content for them. And like what you see is not a lot of people sharing their actual experiences, what they are truly doing, what they are actually, getting into. You're not seeing it as much because so many people are captivated by this AI experience. I think right now is the best time to actually just share your experiences, share what you're actually doing with your content, and maybe not lean into AI so much. That's my opinion. That's my take. I'm sure plenty of people disagree. But anyways, that's how I started my first membership club. And if you're interested for more content from me, be sure to join my email list. I'm at epicconversions.com, or you can join me right here on Substack. And yeah, that's all I got, man. I got to get back to work. Have a great Wednesday. I'll catch up with you guys. Peace now.